Welcome back, everybody. Now, Amanda Qxumisa, affectionately known as Bulumko Grace, is a versatile singer, songwriter residing in the Eastern Cape. She started singing at the age of 13 at a school marimba group. She has performed in a lot of platforms, both locally and internationally, as she was chosen to represent South Africa in Germany when she was only 16. She has explored different genres, which has built the musician that she is today, genres such as opera, reggae, Afro jazz, gospel and Afro pop respectively. We're now happy here at Morning Live to be joined in our studio by Bulumko Grace herself to tell us more about her musical journey. Bulumko Grace, a very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Good to have you on the show this morning. First of all, just take us through how your musical journey started.
It started at school, in a school choir. But I was not sure that I wanted to be a singer, though, because I was doing music and also doing soccer, was playing soccer.
Okay.
And then a time came when my grandmother told me that I need to choose one because my mother had passed on when I was like 13. So she had to make me choose, and she was very hard. So that's where my music career started. But I was doing choral, you know, at school. It's choral, it's drama, and you have to sing. So that's where I started, and also at church.
So at that point, were you aware that you've actually have it in you that you are a musician, or were you just doing it because you are in a school choir?
I was not aware. I was doing it because I was in a school choir.
Okay.
And the teacher had told me that I can sing. So, yeah.
Okay. And then you went on to represent South Africa in Germany? Right?
Yes, I was studying at Harigwala High School, which was in Cape Town, So it was also a choral choir, but now we had an opportunity to go to Germany, and we were 50, not knowing when we went there that...
Was it a choral music competition in Germany?
It was not a choral music competition. The school was chosen to just go and represent South Africa in a Hyundai, something that was happening there. And not knowing that they were actually searching for people that were going to sponsor, to people that wanted to continue with music. So I was one of the people that were chosen out of 50 people. It was 4 of us, 2 guys and 2 girls. And then we went with our principal the second time that we were going. And I was now 17 when I was going again.
Right, right.
Yes.
I did mention that you've explored different music genres before, such as reggae, Afro pop, opera. How did you end up, doing gospel?
A very funny story. When I met my husband, he was telling me that, you know, this choral thinking that you're doing is not going to make money for you. And actually, you're not going to be standing on your own because we are doing it in a group. So for me, it was not... I was not convinced because in opera you are told don't sing other genres, all that, because you will mess up your vocal cords and everything. So I had to make a choice as I was growing up, and that's when I realized that really there is actually a calling. I have a calling, and my grandmother kept on saying you have a calling, and I didn't want to believe it. So that's when I started doing gospel music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then in your gospel music, how would you classify your genre? Is it worship? Is it praise? How do you classify it?
It's both.
It's both, ne?
Because I can't say it's worship. I can't say it's praise. Praising and worshiping is the same thing.
Okay.
People try to make it like saying that it's a slow song, that's when you're worshiping God.
Yes.
A praise song is when you're doing a fast song. It is the same thing. We are praising God and we are worshiping Him. So it's both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, what are you working on at this point in time? Are you planning to release more albums or more singles?
I'm releasing a single on the 25th of this month. Okay. It's called God of Miracles. Yeah. I'm releasing a single, and then next year I'm recording a full album.
Okay.
Yeah.
To tell us more about this single?
It's a single that actually that represents or that is a testimony of where I am coming from. A background and also what I've gone through, and people would think that she's very young, she can't be going through all this such things. So yeah, it is a testimony that I have survived, and God has been really a miraculous God, and He has really seen me through out of depression of being molested, and also having those visions and they are coming back and all those flashbacks. But God has really kept me through. So I'm actually thanking God. I didn't know that I would be here today. I didn't know that I would be saying to other people, you can actually fight this. You are victorious. So I am a living testimony. That is why I'm releasing this single.
So basically your music is a ministry. It's a vehicle for which to pass on the gospel.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Okay,
It
so
is.
what drives you? What gets you out of bed every single day?
Firstly, what drives me is because I'll continue saying my background. Grew up in a family of 12 siblings. We were raised by a grandmother who is still alive. She's 98 of
Wow.
age. Yeah, she's 98 years of age. That drives me because she actually gave me the zeal of wanting to be a better person.
Yes.
And also having her telling me that you cannot give up. Giving up is not an option. You are going to do it as long as you tell yourself. So what drives me every morning is that I have someone that believed in me and who is still believing in me, who is still praying for me. And I gained to believe in myself too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard you earlier on saying that, you know, either praise or worship is just the same thing. Then there's other genres that so many gospel artists are trying to bring into the fold, like getting reggae, getting jazz music into gospel music, and then fusing all these other genres into gospel music. How do you feel about that?
As long as we are praising the same God, there's no difference.
So it doesn't matter whether it's loud, it's popping, it's thumping.
We're praising
as long
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're praising the Creator, the Almighty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are your plans this festive season? Any planned gigs or performances?
I'm going to be at Bubeleni on the 30th, which is in PE, Port Elizabeth. It's an annual event that they do every year. So it's on the 13th. We'll be performing there.
Okay.
30th, yeah.
30th,
Yeah,
okay.
30th.
All right. And how do your fans follow you?
On Instagram, I'm Bulumko Music. And then on YouTube, I am Bulumko. On Facebook, I am Minister Bulumko.
Okay.
Yes.
Lovely chatting to Bulumko.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was Qxumisa, also known as Bulumko Grace, talking to us about her music journey, also revealing her future plans. This is Morning Live. Make sure that you tune in to hear more music from her.